Welcome to Turn Writing Fair Round podcast. Simple methods to overcome fear and start writing again. I'm Elise Sittinger, and I'm the host for your journey to courage. This is episode 106. Horses help us heal. I really didn't know how much horses are healers until I got Taka. And it probably was just that I wasn't aware. But one day I went to the barn and I'd slept wrong. Oh man, my neck hurt so bad. I couldn't turn my head to the left. I could barely turn it to the right. Oh, just that locked up feeling in my neck. And I went ahead and got tacked up, took her out to the mounting block, and as I was walking up the mounting block, she put her nose right on the back of my neck. And it felt so good. We stood there, I just froze. We stood there for probably close to 20 minutes. It was a long time. And she just was breathing into my neck. And then every little bit, she would turn away from me and yawn. And then she'd come back and just breathe deeply a bunch of times into my neck. And she just repeated that over and over and over. And I thought that was weird. I didn't I didn't necessarily right then think anything about it, except when I got to the top of the mounting block to get on, I look left, look right, make sure nobody was like coming towards me in the arena or anything. And I went, wow, I have absolutely no pain in my neck. None. Zip. Nada. I was shocked. And then a little bit later on, my horse trimmer was there. And I could tell she was in pain. And I'm like, oh, are you okay? And she's like, oh, I had a horse kick my wrist yesterday. And it's just really stiff. And within a couple minutes, Taka was breathing into her wrist. And I kind of didn't think anything about it. And it lasted about 10 minutes. And she said to me, I'm like, what is she doing? And she's like, oh, she's just healing my wrist for me. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, horses are tremendous healers and they breathe healing energy into whatever aches and pains you have. And she says, so many horses are shut down and they're not allowed to do that. And, people aren't aware, so they just don't. But after about 10 minutes, she's like, oh, yeah, my wrist feels really good now. Thank you, Taka. And she loved on Taka for a bit and then trimmed her feet. And it really just started me observing and feeling the horses around me. And I've had more instances of this since then. My husband had a broken arm, just a lot of additional times when I've witnessed the healing from the horses. We all know emotional healing. I mean, it's going to make me cry. How many times have we just put our head in our horse's neck and cried? Same thing with physical healing and emotional healing. So what is the power of the horse? And I think a couple of things. They are a hugely energetic being, and because of their volume, their energy levels far outshine any of us humans. When you look at 150, 200 pounds, 100 pounds versus 1,300 pounds, just the sheer volume of their energy can just be so powerful. The second thing is they don't have all the monkey chatter going on in their brains. They're in the moment, they're now, they're mindful, they recognize when we need emotional or physical healing, and they're able to gift that to us. Just it's part of their being. So when we're with our horses, there's a couple things that came out of this mind wandering for me. And that is, I don't think we should always rely on them for emotional healing. I think a lot of times we should clean up our act, clean up our emotions before we go hang out with the horses. I think expecting them to clean up our emotions or even not being aware can be very stressful for them. If they clean us up and we come back the next day and they clean us up and we come back the next day and they clean us up, that's going to be like, wow, I don't get why, from the horse's perspective, why are they the ones responsible for cleaning up our healing? And they're not. So I've been much more mindful about cleaning up my stuff. Now, absolutely. Like when my dad died, I went and hung out with the horses because they're powerful and they enjoy it. At least my horses enjoy being there for us. As long as it's not just all the time. As long as I'm showing up as me as much as I can and just being with them from an emotional side. The next thing is the physical healing. So many times, you know, Teika has put her breathed into my belly or breathed into my shoulder or my head. And I've kind of like, hey, hey, knock it off. Waved her off. Whereas I don't even know what's going on inside my body. So I've become much more aware when she's interested in my body and just letting it be. I don't shoo her off of me. So many people are like, don't let them in your space. Don't let them make the first move. Um, that's a fine line. And I now welcome interaction as long as they don't move my feet. Now, if she were to get pushy about it, I would make her move. But she's not. She's so kind about it. She's so gentle. And so physical healing, I know she's healed stuff in me that I didn't even know I had going on because after I'm done, after she's done, I feel better, physically feel better. So enjoy your horses in ways you had never thought of. Really spend time with your horse, interacting with your horse energetically. See what things you can help them heal. See what things they can help you heal. And pay more attention to when you're taking your stuff with you to the barn. Because I think a lot of times we're overusing our horses and not doing the work ourselves to clean stuff up. And if you'd like help cleaning up without the horses, I'm just gonna let you know I do reset hypnotherapy. It's been amazing. I've helped so many people just get back to writing, get rid of their stuff. And it usually only takes 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It usually only takes one session and you're good to go. Sometimes it's two or three, but mostly it's just one session and you're good to go. You feel amazing emotionally and physically. So, you guys have a brilliant day. See you guys later.